And Hashem said, I'm going to give the Torah. But before coming to the Jewish people, Hashem decided he's first going to go to the other nations and find out if they want the Torah. Because Hashem didn't want them to argue, hey, if you would have offered us the Torah, we would have taken it. Why did you give it to the Jewish people? So Hashem started. First he went to the descendants of Esav, the nation of Edom. And Hashem said, do you want my Torah? And they said, your Torah? Oh, well, we need to see what it says in the Torah. And Hashem told them, it says in the Torah that you mustn't hurt people. You mustn't go around hunting animals for no reason and just hurting them. And they said, what? No way. We do that all the time. Nope. We don't want your Torah. And Hashem continued. And he went to the nation of Amalek. And he said, nation of Amalek. I know I made Haman. This is my Haman because he comes from Amalek. And he said, do you want my Torah? And they said, wow. We need to think about it. We're not going to just take it like that. What does it say in your Torah? And Hashem said, it says in the Torah, you mustn't attack people suddenly and hurt them. And they said, what? We Amalekites do that all the time. We attack them and we hurt them and we don't even care if we get hurt ourselves. So long as we hurt the Jewish people. Nope. We don't want your Torah. So they didn't want the Torah. Hashem went to the nation of Mitzrayim, to the descendants of Paro. Said, do you want my Torah? And again they said, well, what does it say in the Torah? And Hashem said, well, it says in the Torah, you mustn't enslave people and whip them and hurt them. You can't do that. If you want someone to work for you, you have to treat them nicely. And they said, what? We're the descendants of Mitzrayim. We always enslave everyone. Nope. We don't want your Torah. And one by one, all the nations said they don't want the Torah. So Hashem came to Moshe Rabbeinu. And he said, Moshe Rabbeinu, please ask the Jewish people if they want my Torah. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, okay. And he came to the Jewish people and he said, Jewish people, do you want my Torah? And as soon as the Jewish people heard, they said, of course, if it's Hashem's Torah, we want it. Of course we want it. What did they say? They said, Nishma was our cry. We will do and we will listen without asking why. Yes, yes, we want the Torah. Of course, if it's Hashem, it must be, if it's from Hashem, we must be wonderful. And Hashem said, go ask the Jewish people, how will I know that they always keep my Torah? What if they take my Torah and then they don't keep it? Then they're not careful to learn the Torah, to keep what it says in it. So the Jewish people said, well, Moshe, go tell Hashem that you, our big rabbi, you will make sure we always keep the Torah. But Hashem said, Moshe, go back to the Jewish people, tell them, no, that's not good enough. I'm not always going to be here. Nope, I can't be your guarantor. I can't be the one to make sure that you always keep the Torah. So they said, well, all right, that's simple. Our Avot and our Imaot, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rachel, and Leah, they'll be the ones to make sure we always keep the Torah. And again, Hashem said, Moshe, go tell the Jewish people, no, that's not good enough. They lived long time ago. That's not going to make sure that we always keep the Torah. You have to come up with something better. And the Jewish people were so worried, right? And they thought, what should we do? And then what did they say? They said that? Right. They said that children, they will make sure we always keep the Torah. And the Jewish children said, yes, yes, we'll always learn Torah. We love Hashem, we love the Torah. And the parents said, yes, we'll send them to Jewish schools. We'll teach them Aleph Bet. We will teach them to give tzedakah and daven. And as soon as Hashem heard that the Jewish children will be the guarantors, what did Hashem say? Hashem said, yes, you can keep the Torah. It's going to be the Jewish Yeladim.
It's going to be the little children.
Sorry, sing it differently. It's going to be the little children. Sing with us. It's going to be the little children.
Who'll keep the Torah strong.
Wow, I love the way you sing it. Thank you so much. And they were so excited. And then Hashem, of course, was looking for a mountain to give the Torah on. And the tallest mountain came and he said, what did he say?
I'm so tall.
Right? He said, I'm so tall. Look at me. Give the Torah on me. He was showing off. He didn't say, well, I'm so tall because Hashem made me so tall. He was the tallest mountain. But he took all the credit for himself. And he didn't say Hashem made me tall. He just said, I'm better than everyone. Look, I'm such a big, wonderful mountain. Give the Torah on me. And then the widest mountain came and said, 1 second. I'm much taller. I'm just much wider. Give the Torah on me. I'm the best. And again, he didn't say that he's so wide because Hashem made him wide. He was very arrogant, very proud, but not in a nice way, in a not nice way. And the mountain full of green grass came and said, I'm the greenest mountain. I'm full of luscious green grass. Give the Torah on me. And the strong rocky mountain came and said, wow, look at me. I'm full of rocks. I'm so strong. Give the Torah on me. I'm the strongest mountain. And all the mountains, well, just Morris pictures, all the mountains started to argue and fight. And they were, oh, I think we forgot the rule. Take your key, lock up your mouth. Thank you. Just lock it up. And all the mountains kept showing off. Children, it's not nice to show off and say, I'm better than everyone. Especially if a person doesn't realize that the good things come from Hashem. There was a little mountain. He only had yellow grass on, yellow sand. That's all he had. He was a plain mountain. But he knew he was a mountain. He didn't say, oh, I'm not a mountain. I'm lower than everyone. He was a small mountain. But he was still a mountain. And he said, well, I'm a nice mountain because Hashem made me so nice. Right? If a person's very clever, we have to say, Baruch Hashem, Hashem made me clever. You know, like you, Yeladim, you're so beautiful. You have to say, Baruch Hashem, because Hashem made us so beautiful. Oh, we're so smart because Hashem made us so smart. Well, Har Sinai knew he was a mountain, but he was very humble, and he didn't think that he was much better than everybody else. He just felt like whatever greatness he had is because Hashem gave it to him. And he didn't show off. And of course, children, which mountain did Hashem choose? Har Sinai. And I know you all have had a lot of fun today. Because Har Sinai, the morning when the Jewish people woke up, got covered in beautiful flowers. Guys, who made cupcakes in school? I think some of our, right? With sprinkles and things. And who had the delicious ice cream in school? Good job. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Right? And Hashem decides he's going to give the Torah on Har Sinai. And Hashem took Har Sinai, turned him from a very plain mountain into a very beautiful mountain. And Hashem said to the Jewish people, get ready. You have to get ready by washing your clothes. And you have to get ready by washing your bodies. Like go in the water. And the men should get ready with the men. And the women should get ready with the women. And they were getting ready for Shavuot. And the morning of Shavuot came. Shavuot, sorry, you're right, Shavuot. The morning of Shavuot came. And Moshe came on Har Sinai. Also, children, I forgot to say, Hashem said to put a fence in front of Har Sinai. I don't have it. And Moshe Rabbeinu woke up early. And he said, yay, I'm going to give the Torah to the Jewish people from Hashem. Well, Hashem's going to give it. But you know what he found, children? Everybody do like this. You know what happened? All the Jewish people were sleeping. And Moshe couldn't believe it. What's going on? You counted for 49 days because you were so excited to get the Torah. And now the morning of Shavuot happened. And it's time to get the Torah. And all the Jewish people were fast asleep, snoring away. And Moshe couldn't believe it. And he had to go from tent to tent. And he said, wake up, why are you sleeping? And you know what the Jewish people said? You know why they slept, children? Because they said, Moshe, when we go to sleep at night, our neshama goes up to Shamayim. We think that the best way to get the Torah is while we're sleeping, when our neshama is high up in Shamayim, where it's very holy and the heavens are very spiritual. There's no people there, and there is no animals there. There's no earth there. Maybe it's better to get the Torah when we're sleeping and our neshama isn't inside our body. Our neshama is up in Shamayim every night, right? You go to sleep at night. You can't hear anything when you're sleeping. You don't see anything when you're sleeping because your neshama at night goes to be close to Hashem. And every morning, Hashem puts the neshama back inside of us. And that's why every morning we say, Modeh Ani. Right? To thank Hashem for giving me back my neshama. And Moshe said, no.
Every time you have to say that.
Moshe said, no, children. Hashem doesn't want to give us the Torah when we're asleep up in Shamayim. Hashem wants the Torah to be down in this world. It has to be neshamot begufim. It has to be the neshama when it's in the body. And the Jewish people all woke up and they understood that it wasn't good that they slept. That Hashem wants that people who are living in this world to get the Torah. That's why children now all night on Shavuot, our daddies don't sleep. They sit and learn Torah. And when the Jewish people arrived at Har Sinai, Hashem had a special surprise for them. Two malachim, Malach Michael and Malach Gabriel, came down from Shamayim with 2 crowns. And they put on every Jew 2 crowns, and the Jewish people, right? The Jewish people became so happy. They were at Har Sinai. They looked like kings and queens because that's really what the Jewish people are. And they had 2 crowns on their heads. My puppets only have 1 crown on their head because I couldn't do it. But they actually had 2 crowns, right? Did we sing Nasa and Nishma? One for Nasa and one for Nishma. And you know what? As the people came to Har Sinai, an amazing thing happened. There was one lady. She was the nurse. Let me find my nurse. What did I do in my nurse? Oh, here she is. And she said, wow, I can't believe it. That old man, he was always so sick. And his eyes were so weak. He was blind, lo aleinu, and he couldn't see. And you know what happened? The morning of Shavuot, when we came to get the Torah, all of a sudden, he could see. Even though for many years he couldn't see anything. I said, oh, Baruch Hashem, I could see again. Wow, Hashem made me all well. And another person came, and all his life he couldn't walk properly. He had to use crutches to walk. And all of a sudden, you know what happened? All of a sudden he says, whoa, I don't need these crutches. I can walk just fine. My legs are perfectly okay. Wow, Hashem made everybody well. And they came to Har Sinai, and Hashem gave us the Aseret HaDibrot, 10 commandments. The first mitzvah Hashem gave us. Put 1 finger, children.
One is Hashem.
One is Hashem. One is Hashem in the heavens and the earth. Right? Hashem told them, Anochi Hashem Elokechem. I am Hashem your God. That's why Mara made the letter Hey for the word Hashem. That there's only one Hashem. And the next mitzvah Hashem gave them is that you mustn't have any idols. We only daven to Hashem. See, Mara chose a picture of lovely Chayalim in Eretz Yisrael who are davening to Hashem, because the Jewish people only daven to Hashem. We don't daven to idols. And then Hashem said the mitzvah of when you say my name only during davening. Hashem's name is so kadosh. You know, children, too much calling out those sweethearts. One second. That when you're talking to Hashem, it has to be with Hashem's name only. When you're saying a bracha or if you're davening from a siddur, right? Can't say Hashem's name for no reason. Only for a proper bracha or a proper tefillah. This one you can all call out together. What mitzvah is this one? Yeah. And then the mitzvah of, what mitzvah is this one? Our daddy and our mommy. Hashem says you must love your daddy and mommy and honor and respect them and always listen to them. Yes. Children, then we have to make sure that Hashem is the one who gives life, and only Hashem can take away that life. We must never do anything to take away another person's life. And that we have to have nice Jewish weddings, marriages. And children, see how in my picture there's a boy and he's marrying a girl. Because Hashem says in the Torah, it has to be a boy who marries a girl. We make nice Jewish weddings of a daddy and a mommy, or a boy and a girl. And then there was a mitzvah of that you mustn't kidnap someone. You mustn't steal someone and say, come with me, I'll make you my slave. Not allowed to do that. Remember the Egyptians did that. And then when you come in front of a judge, you're not allowed to lie. No, you can't say, oh, I saw something happen if it didn't happen. We have to always tell the truth. And this is the law of when your person is standing in front of a judge, to tell the truth. And the last one is that we have it looks like he's stealing, but you know what? The stealing is over here. See where he's stealing his friend. And he's trying to tell him. Right, it's the mitzvah of not to be jealous. See, he's looking and he's saying, wow, my friend has such a nice wife. I want her. A person mustn't stop and think all ideas. How am I going to get his wife away from him? I want her. Or see over here, he sees his friend bought a new house. A person mustn't stop and think, wow, how am I going to get that house from him? I'm going to trick him to give it to me, or I'm going to trick him into selling it to me. A person must be very careful not to make plots and plans if a person is jealous. And Hashem gave us the Torah. Children, on Shavuot, we have a big mitzvah. We have a big mitzvah, children, of going to shul and listening to the Aseret HaDibrot. Make sure that Shavuot morning, this year it's a Sunday. Shavuot morning, after your daddy stayed up all night. So be very good and quiet. Don't let daddy wake up if he's sleeping. But I'm sure your mommy will take you and go to shul and hear when the rabbi reads the Aseret HaDibrot. Okay, happy Shavuot.